Anini was a notorious figure in Nigeria during the late 1980s, remembered for the chaos he brought to the region and the captivating yet troubling narrative of his life. Born in the small town of Owo in Edo State in 1960, Anini grew up in a modest household, the son of a local farmer. His early years were marked by the struggles common to many in rural Nigeria: poverty, limited access to education, and a constant battle for survival. Despite his dreams of a better life, he often found himself caught in a cycle of hardship. As a young man, Anini was known for his charisma and charm, traits that endeared him to friends and family. However, the allure of quick money began to overshadow his ambitions. With little opportunity for legitimate work and influenced by the environment around him, Anini fell into a life of petty crime. It started with small thefts, snatching purses or shoplifting, but as he became more skilled and confident, he escalated his criminal activities to armed robbery. Anini's rise to infamy began when he assembled a gang of like-minded individuals who shared his ambition for wealth and notoriety. They executed daring heists with remarkable precision, targeting banks and wealthy individuals in broad daylight. His boldness and strategic planning made him a legend in his own right. It wasn't long before the media caught wind of his exploits, and Anini became a household name, often referred to as the last bandit. Despite his criminal lifestyle, Anini possessed a certain charm that captivated many in his community. Some residents viewed him as a modern-day Robin Hood, believing he was stealing from the rich to help the poor. This perception only fueled his ego, and he began to relish the attention. Anini would often distribute portions of his stolen wealth among the less fortunate, reinforcing the belief that he was a figure of defiance against a corrupt system. This duality, both feared and admired, added layers to his character and made him a complicated figure in the eyes of the public. As his notoriety grew, so did the response from law enforcement. The Nigerian police launched a massive manhunt, employing all available resources to bring Anini to justice. Their efforts were met with numerous challenges, as Anini was skilled at evading capture. He had an extensive network of informants and sympathizers who aided him, allowing him to stay one step ahead of the authorities. The chase became a game of cat and mouse, with the media closely following each development, further enhancing Anini's legend. However, the thrill of evading capture began to wear thin. Anini's activities grew increasingly reckless. He became involved in violent confrontations with police, leading to shootouts that left many injured and heightened public anxiety. His gang's actions turned brutal, and the fear he instilled in communities shifted from awe to terror. As his criminal acts escalated, so did the urgency for law enforcement to apprehend him. The turning point came in 1986. After months of tension, Anini was finally captured following a fierce confrontation with police in a remote area of Benin City. The moment was monumental. His arrest sent shockwaves throughout the nation. Some celebrated the capture of a notorious criminal, while others mourned the loss of a figure who had become larger than life, a tragic hero for some, a villain for others. During his trial, the courtroom buzzed with tension as details of his criminal exploits unfolded. Anini's charisma remained, captivating many even in his moments of despair. Ultimately, he was sentenced to death, a verdict that sparked heated debates about justice, morality, and the circumstances that lead individuals down paths of crime. His story resonated deeply within the fabric of Nigerian society, serving as a cautionary tale about the fine line between admiration and criminality. Even after his execution in 1987, the legend of Anini continued to thrive, becoming a part of local folklore. People recounted stories of his daring heists, the thrill of his escapades, and the complex nature of his character. Anini's life and actions served as a reminder of how desperation can lead one down a dark path, and how society often grapples with the complexities of heroism and villainy. In the end, Anini's story transcended his life, leaving behind a legacy that sparked discussions about morality, poverty, and the human condition. It became a part of Nigeria's narrative, a reflection of the struggles and aspirations of many who yearned for change in a challenging world.